What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I am here with the episode review of Married to Medicine, Season 8, Episode 5. It's titled Friendship Foes and Marital Woes. Alright, you guys, so before we go ahead and just jump into this episode review, if you guys are watching this video and you're not already subscribed to my channel, do me a solid favor, you guys. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell button. If you guys come back every week and watch the content, do me that big favor. All right, you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the episode review, shall we? All right, you guys. So let's start off with Toya. I don't know why Toya is bringing back these people from past seasons that I did not like when they were on there, but we're bringing back Lisa Nicole Cloud and we're bringing back Carrie Wells. Don't know why. I will tell you guys though, when it comes to Anila, I am still on the fence with Anila. It's not that I don't like Anila. It's just I'm not connecting 100% with Anila, and this ain't got nothing to do with, Mariah or anything like that, because I wasn't that big of a fan of Mariah. It's just that I don't connect with Anila. Haven't made a connection with her yet. So they're having a pool party. One must shoot a pool party until Symone, her wig came off in the pool. That was funny. Toya was telling them about a dream she had about Symone turning some guy out, and it wasn't Cecil. I'm like, was it a blow-up doll? Because I don't see Symone turning anything out but a blow-up doll. Turn it out, upside down, and popping it. That's the only thing I see Symone doing, turning something out. Yeah, it wasn't much in that episode, in that scene. I will say though, I love the outdoor pizza maker that Eugene and Toya have. I really want one of those so badly. So then we do see this other scene with Toya where Eugene is in the bathroom. She is going off on him about the food that's in the bathroom, which I don't know why you would take food in the bathroom. That is nasty. I'm not gonna eat no food in the bathroom. Ugh. No. I will say Toya is braver than me because Eugene wanted her to give him a shot of testosterone. Wouldn't have been me because I hate needles. I'm very squeamish. Like I'm like I just got the email the other day about I can sign up to get my COVID test. Well, not my COVID test, my vaccine. And I'm so nervous about it, you guys. Like I don't like needles. I hate needles with a passion. Like they freak me out. The only needles that I can tolerate are the needles that you tattoo with. But as far as a needle going into, oh God, I just can't. All right, you guys, let's move on. All right, you guys, you know what? Now that I look at my notes, this episode was fillerish. I just realized that this was a filler episode. Because I'm looking at all my notes, and nothing really happened. So we move over to Dr. Contessa. So we see was it Cecil? Yeah, that was Cecil. And Damon went over to the practice and where Damon and Contessa are building together. I have so many questions when it comes to Damon and Contessa, not Damon, but Scott and Contessa with this whole practice. So he's giving them the tour. The practice, I feel like it'll be a nice practice. The question that I did have was, because Scott said that he and Contessa are going to be part-time at the clinic. How is that going to work? So the question that I have, so is the clinic, I think I figured out how it might work. Because I was wondering, is it going to be a 24-hour clinic or is it going to have set hours like, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to, because I know like here we have one of those, I guess it'd be like one of those those small ER clinics, because some of those do have times where they close. So I guess that's how that would work. I guess one would be the AM doctor and one could be the PM doctor. I guess, I don't know. But I was just wondering, how's that gonna work? So Scott and Contessa still have issues with each other. So we see Contessa and she's talking to the doctors and she's talking to Scott's niece that's staying with them. And she's talking about how Scott is more traditional than he puts on. I'm like, oh God, not another Marceau from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And Contessa just doesn't feel like, after a hard day's work, she can just come home and kind of relax, relate, and release when it comes to Scott. Um, and that just brings the question back. If you guys had these issues if you guys are having these big issues, then why are you guys trying to build a practice together? Focus on one thing at a time. You guys are not in counseling anymore. Then you guys got to figure something out, because if you guys still are having these issues, it's not going to benefit you to open up a practice with the issues in your marriage, because you already have an issue in one relationship. Now you're going to have a working relationship. You're going to bring the issues from you're going to bring your personal into your business, and it's going to get affected, and it's not going to be good. So you need to make sure that the first relationship is on solid ground before you go into this second relationship. And I love the fact that Dr. Damon was giving Scott some advice, but he should have just told him, like, you guys really need to figure out how to, if you guys are still having issues within your marriage, your first relationship, work on those. Even if you don't want to go through counseling, figure out a way to work through those issues, so that way it doesn't boil over into the business side. Because you could have a disagreement about something in the personal life, and then you guys get to work and be like, and you haven't resolved that, and then the smallest thing in the office could be like, oh, here's another argument. So, I mean, yeah, y'all need to figure that shit. Y'all need to figure that out, like, for real. I just don't see how it's gonna work. That's a disaster waiting to happen. But let's move on. All right, you guys, next up, let's talk about Dr. Jackie. So we see Dr. Jackie, and she's having lunch with Heavenly. Very interesting, because for as long as the show has been on, we've always saw her and Symone have their lunch date. So Heavenly tells, Jackie that she did talk to Symone, and, she feels like Jackie and Symone need to work on their relationship, which I agree with her about that. A 20-year friendship, you just don't want to, damn, a 20-year friendship down the drain, I just couldn't imagine it. I know a friendship is just like any other relationship. If you want it to work, you got to sit down with each other and have a conversation and figure out where things have gone wrong. And if you can't, make things work, then it might be time to let that friendship or that relationship go. But damn, 20 years of being friends. And I think the thing with Jackie and Symone, I want to say it's not a misunderstanding. It's miscommunication. It's miscommunication, honestly. And it's also Jackie being a little bit stubborn, and Symone as well, but more so on Jackie, because Jackie doesn't want to hear what Symone is saying. And then when she does hear what Symone's saying, she wants to put a but in there. Like the last time they were talking, the but was the Buffy situation. But with the Buffy situation, Dr. Jackie, you were 1,000% wrong for that one. And as far as Symone goes, I don't feel that Symone is right to try to tell Jackie. She's not trying to tell Jackie, but I don't feel that she's right trying to drag Jackie in the middle of her situation with Heavenly. But I do see Symone's point about Jackie saying that her friendships are the same. I don't know how you can compare a 20-year friendship to a friendship that is just blossoming. Like, we've known each other longer. We've been through more than you and this person have. You know what? Nah, I can't even say it could be the same. I just don't think so. But, Jackie calls Symone and tells her she wants to sit down. Now, you can see that Symone was a little bit reluctant about sitting down with Jackie, but she does eventually agree to sit down with her. I just really hope that they are able to mend fences and let the past be the past. But let's move on. All right, you guys, next up, let's talk about Anila. So, when it comes to Anila, I'm noticing she doesn't have a storyline like that. She doesn't really have a storyline. Her storyline is her house. That's it. I would have loved to have saw some of her blogging. I mean, is she a blogger or a vlogger? Blogger, right? Blogger. Whatever she is, whichever one it is, blogger or vlogger. I would have loved to saw more of that, because that's more, to me, that's a little bit more interesting than this damn house. Like, I find myself not caring about this house. Honestly, when it comes to Anila, I find myself more interested in Kieran, her husband, than I am in Anila. And she is the actual cast member. Her husband is an extension of her, and I find myself more interested in her husband because I'm like, he gives me more than she does. I mean, he's so nonchalant. I really enjoy that about him. So they're looking at the house. I think that the budget now for the house, they went over what their budget was. I think she said they're at $3 million now. They're talking about what kind of lights they're gonna have. I mean, that's a big. And when I was looking at that ceiling, I'm like, that is a big ass ceiling. So y'all got it. Unfortunately, y'all have to have some kind of, it not too big, but y'all gotta have a big light fixture come from there. So they're going around the house, and Kieran clocked it before I clocked it. When she was talking about the floors, they're slippery, this is that. There should have been a window there. There should have been this. This is not good. I don't like that. I'm like, oh, you sound exactly like your mother. And then also in the same token, I was listening to her talk. I'm like, she also sounds like Toya. This is Toya 2.0. Like, I get one in your dream house, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna drive your husband to an early grave? That's my thing with people. I don't, I've never understood people. And I'm not saying that this is what Anila is doing, but I've just never understood people who felt the need to, so to speak, keep up with the Joneses. I don't know why I said it like that, but I've never understood people who try to keep up with the Joneses, try to keep up with appearances. Like, if you ain't got it, baby, you ain't got it. Don't try to put on something. I'm not saying that they don't have it. I'm just saying, live with it. Actually, what I'm saying is live within your means. That's it. Let's move on. All right, you guys. Next, let's talk about Symone. So Symone and Cecil and what's that other child's name? What is his name? Miles. Miles. They're taking Michael off to school. I'm still sort of confused about why they taking him to this school in. I mean, if it's a racist hick town, I just don't think I would be feeling too comfortable with my kids going there. I'm just saying. I know that there were other D1 schools that he could have went to. I mean, I know that there are other, I've never even heard of Lee University, to be quite honest with you, but I know that there are other D1 schools he could have went to. You know what? Maybe they weren't, maybe they just didn't scout him. I don't know. But Symone is wondering if she should have a different approach with Michael than she had with Miles when he was in college. And I don't think so. I don't think, they're 18. At 18, kids think that they're grown, because I'll tell you myself, at 18, I thought I was grown. I thought I knew everything. I thought I was the shit, but I wasn't. I still relied on my mom. But I will tell you, when I got to college, the way that my mom treated me throughout elementary, middle school, and high school, she was done with that. She told me she was done with that when I got to college, because my mom had to stay on me, especially when I was in the elementary school. Like, she used to have to come, and it's so sad, I hate to say this, but there were quite a few times that my mom came to my school and went through my desk, because she was like, and the thing was, she was like, I know you did your homework because I sat with you and I watched you do your homework. why didn't you turn it in? And then she would come and be like, if I find this homework in your desk, you in trouble. And I'm like, oh shit. And it happened quite a few times where she came to my school and she found my homework in my desk that I just did not turn in. And you guys, I can't even tell you why I didn't turn it in. And it was the same from high school. And even in middle school, she would be like, it's in your backpack, ain't it? I'm like, it probably is, but I haven't looked for it. She's like, Jerome, why do you do that? Why do you wait for me to find your homework instead of you turning it in? And in high school, she would still kind of stay on me about it. But in high school, I was a little bit better about turning my homework in. Not that much better, but I was a little bit better. And then when it came to college, she just like, you 18, you in college now. Like, it's up to you. Like, those teachers are not gonna call me to, come and make sure that your work is turned in. I'm not gonna do it. Like, it's up to you. If you want to pass your classes, you will do the work. You will do everything that you need to do. So I did. And one of the things that actually helped me get through college was my planner that I used to carry. And that's what helped me. So I will say, though, when it comes down to Michael, if Michael is serious about school, he'll make the effort. He'll put in the effort to, go to class every day, stay up on his study, turn in his work, and, make sure he passes his test. And also with him playing basketball, his coaches and everybody are going to stay up on him on that as well. So Michael will be fine. And let's move on to wrap the episode up, you guys. All right, you guys. So the end of the episode, well, actually, Symone was the end of the episode, but the end of this review is Heavenly. So we find out that Damon Jr. wants to follow in Heavenly's footsteps and be a dentist. Pretty cool. So he is going to intern with Heavenly, and we see that young lady Miracle there that she was helping a few weeks ago. I really swear to God, I hate this damn dog. I can never come in this room and the dog don't freaking bark. Yeah, we finna wrap this up because I'm irritated already. So as much as I give Heavenly crap about, the things that she says and does, and, she is a great dentist from what I can see. Like, if I do move to Atlanta, I'm actually gonna reach out to Heavenly to be my orthodontist, my more ortho. Like, I would love to go to Heavenly as a doctor. She, like I said, she does, because the teeth, Miracle's teeth were beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, you guys, that's gonna wrap the episode up. I'm sorry, you guys, the dog just frustrated me, and it really wasn't much with Heavenly. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Be sure to like this video, leave your comments in the comment section below, and subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell button. And until the next one, you guys, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, wear your mask, and stay blessed, you guys. And I will see you guys later on. I will see you guys tomorrow for Delilah and for the Oval. All right, you guys, I'm off of here. Bye.